Alright, so today I'm going to talk a little bit about sleeping positions. It comes up a lot in my private Facebook group about how to sleep, what position is best when you have diastasis recti. So, I'll go through a few positions. The best position is on your side. So if you come down onto your side with your shoulders under and then grab a pillow and place it between your knees. You can even have a really nice big thick pillow if you want. And what this is going to do when you're sleeping like this is it's going to keep your knees together so that this doesn't happen. So this is what tends to happen when you side lie and we twist our pelvis, we come into that sort of front loaded position, we let it all hang out and we end up sleeping like this. So if we keep a pillow between our knees, this keeps our hips and our pelvis in line and we can comfortably sleep on our side without worrying about that whole rolling over. So this is probably the best position and a side lying position. A lot of people though don't like to sleep on their side. So they sleep on their back. Now the problem, let me just get rid of this one. Problem with back lying position is when you're sleeping with your back like legs out straight, you end up quite often with quite a big arch and your pelvis goes down this way, putting a lot of pressure here on the diastasis. So what we want to do is we want to put our back and our pelvis more in a neutral position, and you can do this by simply grabbing a pillow and placing it under your knees, so like this. And what that does is it just gives your knees a little bit of a bend, it supports here so everything ends up more neutral. We don't want to squish it down like this, but with a soft bed you're not going to be flattening your back anyway, there's a little bit of give. So bending the knees slightly like this then puts the pelvis in a nice neutral position. And if you remember, you can take your triangle, put it on your ASIS bones and your pubic bone or your hip bones, and they should be on the same level. So we shouldn't be pointing down like we would if we had our straight legs without the pillow, or pointing up as pushing our back against the floor there. So that just really helps that. Now, I often get asked about lying on your stomach. Now, the stomach is, when you lie on the stomach, especially in a bed, what tends to happen is you get that big arch in your back. So if you imagine it, you're getting this arch in your back, so we're doing this. And we all know if you stand up with diastasis and you arch your back, we tend to get doming because it's very hard to control your TVAs. You can get an arch and you can control your TVAs and go back slightly, which is great, but when you're sleeping, nobody's engaging their TVAs at this point in time. So sleeping on your stomach can be quite detrimental to the diastasis, but no sleep is more detrimental. So if you have to sleep on your tummy, I suggest grabbing a pillow and putting it down so that it's about at your hip level and rolling onto it this way and sleeping like this. And what that's going to do is it's going to put your pelvis in a more neutral position and stop that full-on back arching that can happen when you're in bed. So ideally don't sleep on your belly, but if you have to sleep on your belly because that is all you can do to sleep, and we all need our sleep, then put a pillow under your hips and sleep like that. If you can, try to remember to switch your head from side to side as much as possible so you don't get that kink in your neck as well. Alright, so I hope that really helped, and please let me know by posting a comment below or subscribing to my YouTube channel so that you can get more tips on diastasis recti.